Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini, and I've got big news for you tonight. The Arkansas Razorbacks got big news too when they found out that Jackson Kircher was going to transfer to the Arkansas Razorbacks from Oklahoma. So let's look at Jackson Kircher here. Now we're going to watch a little bit of video of him. I have just like one pitch of him. We're going to show it to you. And so he is a right-handed pitcher, and he's transferring from Oklahoma to the Arkansas Razorbacks, and he is in the class of 2026, so he'll play for Arkansas this next season. And like I say, he was came from Oklahoma, and he played high school here in Arkansas at Little Rock Christian School, and so he's kind of coming back home, and we're glad to have him because we need this in-state talent. We need him to stay here. So let's check Mr. Kircher out, see what we got here. So he's 6'3". Look at my bullets here. He's 6'3" and weighs 200 pounds, so he's a big guy. He's a right-handed pitcher, and he is in eligibility. He's a sophomore. He is from Little Rock, Arkansas, and he graduated from Little Rock Christian School, and he signed with Oklahoma out of high school. Went to college at Oklahoma. Now, some of his highlights and awards during his career. In 2023, that he was the Arkansas 5A state champion. Little Rock Christian was, and he played for them. Perfect game. They're in events, big into baseball events and stuff. They host all these games, and the scouts really go to those games. That's where they find all the players. He was the number 4 Arkansas prospect at Perfect Game. That's how they had him ranked there, the number 4 in Arkansas, and he was number 2 outfielder, and that was in 2024. So you see, he's very highly ranked. Now this ABCA Rawlings High School All-American first team, they had him on their first team All-American. Now fastball, and he's kind of a late bloomer. I'll talk about that in a minute. But his fastball has been clocked up to 99 miles per hour here in 2025, this season here. So he's a flamethrower, and we need as many flamethrowers as we can. If you think back when we played LSU, and think about all the guys they brought in, every guy they brought in was throwing high 90s, 100, 102. I mean, my goodness, big old tall guys throwing major heat, flamethrowers. And that's what we need. We need a bunch of flamethrowers, as many as we can get. For sure, and Kircher's definitely one of those, and he's from Arkansas. So here's what he did statistically at Oklahoma last year. He played in 13 games, which he didn't start any of them. He was a reliever. He pitched 12 innings, ERA of 5.68, a little high, but he struck out 17 and only walked 5. So that's really good ratio. That's almost 3-to-1 ratio, strikeouts to walks. So that's very good. He only allowed 13 hits, and like I said, his fastball velocity they've clocked him at 99 miles per hour. He usually is in the range of 94 to 97, but he can throw all the way up to 99. Has been his fastest so far in his career. All right, scouting report on him. I found these kind of searching around. He has a power fastball with a downhill plane. You'll see him in the video I have. He throws a high fastball, but he's a big, tall guy and throws it kind of on the downhill, and that gives it more speed, more power. He has a wipeout slider with a late sharp break, and that's a very good combination. If you got fastball slider, that is really tough to beat. That's a 2-pitch combination that's hard to beat. Those sliders are hard to hit, especially if you're throwing it. Like if he's going to be a right-handed pitcher throwing it to a right-handed hitter, because they'll slide away from him. And it's hard to hit it because you're looking fastball, and then all of a sudden has a sharp breaks away from him. So if he's right-handed batter, it's going to break away from him. If they're a left-handed batter, it breaks towards them. And it's hard to hit that too because they're thinking maybe fastball away, they're fixing to hammer it, and then all of a sudden that thing drops and breaks. So that's a very good combination there. I read somewhere that he has repeatable mechanics and a clean delivery. And what that means, repeatable mechanics, means that he has simple mechanics. Some pitchers, they do all these crazy wind-ups, different things, but his are simple and they're repeatable. So he can do the same thing over and over and over. So if anything kind of starts to break down, they can diagnose it very quickly. That's very good. Clean delivery means you don't have all these hitches and stuff. He's got a clean delivery, repeatable, just easy mechanics. Everything's clean. So if he has any trouble, it's real easy to diagnose what's wrong, and he can fix it. Because Arkansas's pitchers usually they have really good with old Hobbs. Coach Hobbs does a really good job with the pitchers, and so that should make it easy there with his mechanics and his delivery. Now, I put he's viable as a starter or a high leverage reliever, and that's for sure. Even though he didn't start at Oklahoma, he can be a starter. He can be, be a reliever that has to log many innings. Kind of like a long. They call that I can't remember that, like a long range closer. That's not what you call it, but I can't remember the name. If you have to come in early, like in the third or fourth inning, and pitch for quite a few innings. Can't remember what you call that. I'm going brain dead right now. But anyway, he can do either one of those, or he can be your closer. Joker throws 99 miles per hour. He can come in and close the game too. He can do all three of them. All right, why does he matter for Arkansas? Well, he gives us another high-velocity arm. And like I told you, think about when we played LSU. And they just kept bringing just another pitcher, another pitcher, another pitcher. And every one of them was throwing high 90s and the hundreds. I mean, that's hard to hit, guys. Holy moly. Go to batting cage or something if you can and turn that thing up to 100 or as high as you can get it. See how fast that is. That's crazy. And to try to hit that, is very hard. So we need as many of those flamethrowers that we can get too. He's a local talent, and that strengthens our state pipeline. Like if we can get to where we get all these Arkansas guys, they just will come to Arkansas. Kind of like Kircher, he went to Oklahoma. I don't know. I think Arkansas offered him. I'm not positive on that. I didn't look it up. I should have. But we need him. We need him to come to Arkansas as a freshman, and be one of those flamethrowers for us. He's a very versatile pitcher. He can have a versatile role. He can start, long reliever. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. So he can start, he can be a long reliever, or he can close games. He can be the closer. He can do all three of those. So very good, versatile pitcher here. He has experience in the College World Series environment at Oklahoma as well. So he's pitched in high-pressure games, and, so that shouldn't bother him. He's been there before in high school and then in college. He's been in championship games. So, he's been successful wherever he's gone to. So very good there. All right, let's intangibles and leadership. Coach Van Horn always talks about, you can find players in the portal, but do they fit in? Do they fit into your team? Will they, follow your philosophy, do what you want them to do? And the big thing is this is an Arkansas native returning home. He's a really good player, but we really want to get him because he's from Arkansas. He's from Little Rock. We want those guys at Arkansas as long as they can play at a high level. He comes from a baseball pedigree. His dad is a Major League Baseball scout and has done that for many years. He was a late bloomer with rapid ascension. And what that means was all of a sudden when he's a senior in high school, I think they said he just wasn't highly recruited. And then all of a sudden his fastball gains about 8 to 10 miles per hour on it, and everybody wants to jump on him then. So he went from throwing high 80s, low 90s to he's in that 94 to 97 range. And then a lot of people want him. So he had he's a late bloomer and he got a lot of attention late. And they even say at Oklahoma he's even, thrown up to 99 miles per hour this past season. So he's really a late bloomer and really has come on here. We're going to be happy to have him in Arkansas. And they also report him to have high character and a strong work ethic. And you would think that with his dad being a scout. All right. Let's watch a little bit of video. Like I said, I only have one clip of him. This is all I could find. I have come across bunches of YouTube videos that had his name on it, but I never could find him. I watched several videos, like 4 to 6 videos, and I never did see him. This is literally the only time I saw him. But here he is right here, Jackson Kircher. They're playing CSUN. I don't know who in the world that is. Oh, I do too. That's Cal State something. I can't remember, but it's a shoot. I do know. I can't remember, but anyway, I think it's Cal State something. But anyway, here they are. They're up 10-2, top of the ninth. And there's runners at first and third, and there's 2 outs. He's trying to close this game out, and so he's up 1 ball, 2 strikes right now, 1-2 count. So here he goes. Let's watch it. He throws a high fastball. So watch this. And watch his delivery, like we just said, very clean. There's nothing there that that would cause any kinds of. I can't just back it up. But anyway, here goes. Just watch him. It's real clean delivery. Boom. Threw him the high fastball, and you see that as a hitter, you're thinking, oh boy, your eyes get big. Here comes fastball, got to hit it, and then it's kind of like a rise ball and softball. But anyway, he's got a big arm, big fastball, and a slider. I wish I had some video of his slider, but I just couldn't find any. I did all kinds of searches. I just could not find anything much. But anyway, that's just a little bit, so you can see just a little bit of what we're getting there. And that's really about all I got there, guys. I couldn't remember if that was my last slide or not. But anyway, I want to say welcome to the Hogs, Jackson Kircher. Really glad to have you back in Arkansas. Like I say, he's a flamethrower. We need that. You need to be able to bring guys out of the pen that can throw the heat. I mean, it's so hard for a batter. Think if you get a new pitcher coming in, you've never seen him before, and that Joker rears back, he throws 97, 99. Think of how hard that is to hit that. I mean, it's darn near impossible. But so that he's a big weapon for us. Could start him, long relief, or he could be a closer. Just wherever he fits in best. Coach Van Horn will figure it out, Coach Hobbs, and they'll put him in the best position for him because they're 2 of the best coaches in the game for sure. And this is a good one. I'm really excited to see him play. I think he'll do really good. And I know, like Coach Houston Nutt used to always talk about, he said, I don't worry about those stars, He goes, because if I get an Arkansas guy, maybe a 2-star, but he's going to play a lot harder than that 2-star because he's from Arkansas. He loves the Hogs. He wants the Hogs to win. He wants to be a winner because, that's his team. So that 2 or 3-star player now will play a lot better than that. And so anyway, he's from Arkansas, and just great to get him back. He's got really good mechanics, clean delivery. Everything just looks good. I just think he needs a lot more experience in college. Just hadn't got to play much. So anyway, that's about all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited about Kircher. I'm really excited anytime we sign Arkansas players, But now don't get on the coach staff if some of these Arkansas guys get away. I mean, they still have to, Coach Van Horn has to put a team on the field that can go to the College World Series and win it. I mean, that's what our fans expect right now. I mean, it's just crazy to understand how hard that is. But we kind of expect Van Horn, if we don't go to College World Series, wasn't a real good year. And that's crazy. Not many schools do that, have that expectation, but we really do because Coach Van Horn has won so much. But he is a heck of a coach. I wouldn't take anybody else other than him. So let's enjoy him, enjoy the teams he puts together. Hey, there's only one team that wins it all at the end of the year. There's only one team that does that, and they're the only really happy team there is, at the end of the season. So it's hard to do. Arkansas has been right at the cusp a couple times, but just haven't been able to pull it out yet. But anyway, guys, that's about all I got. Thank y'all so much for spending time with and watching the video. I'm making a lot of videos. I have a lot already made. So come back, check them out. If you would, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you would, please. And just keep coming back watching. Leave me a comment. Leave me a question. I'll get back to you pretty quick. Right now it's summertime. I'm a teacher now. I'm a retired coach, I guess you can say. I'm kind of like John Gruden. But I would always come out of retirement if a good job came open, kind of like John Gruden. But anyway, thanks so much for coming and watching. I hope you have a great day, and just thank you so much. Have a great day. And as always, go Hogs.